Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, hello. Welcome to the Monday After the Show podcast. How y'all doing today?
Doing very good. You getting swole again, Kev?
I don't know. I've been working out a little bit more frequently.
I can tell. Someone's getting them arms back.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it gets serious today. Today is when I'm fully back in. So I'm going back to 5 days a week in the gym, and the diet started this morning.
I won't spend too much on the working out, but I really want you to help me out with that prison workout you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm making my upstairs little room. That's where I'm bringing the treadmill.
Mm-hmm.
I do a couple other things. I also kind of want to dress like I'm in prison. Like we'll put a prison outfit on while I'm working out just to really get the grit going.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a lot. Yeah, there's a lot you can do with a little bit. In fact, I'm kind of fascinated to see what other people are doing. And Thor was working out. He posted a little video up there. And Chris Hemsworth, is that his name?
Yeah, I think so.
And he was just doing something where he had two different sets of dumbbells. And he was kind of like bent over, and he was, kind of like doing this with them, where he was pulling them up by his sides. And then he was doing a press, kind of like a dumbbell press, and he was doing squats with them down by his side. And then he walked them over somewhere else, and he did, like some curl press kind of things. I'm like, well, that's all he was doing. I'm like, okay, so that's what Thor does to get jacked. Probably was like some kind of family vacation or something, but, that's kind of what he's doing. You don't have to do any, point being, it wasn't anything massively complex.
Yeah, I'm just trying to lose a little bit of weight in my gut, so I've been dancing my heart out, and then hopefully with this treadmill.
Yeah.
I didn't dance after Friday's podcast with the snack pack. I kind of fell off the train big time. I started eating real shitty.
It's hard to dance when you're drunk and full.
Yeah.
It really is. I just didn't feel like dancing.
Not a good combo.
I didn't want to dance on Saturday. And then
You're not really light on your feet when you ate a whole pizza.
No, you're right. Or if you have a buzz on.
You're drunk.
Yeah.
Molested a pie.
Well, you're right. I did not feel like dancing after that pizza orgy.
Yeah. Yeah, the weekends are a tough time. Like, I still, even though I'm, like, going to get really focused and back in on it, weekends are still not really going to do any working out.
I get it. I was Monday through Friday, I was mentally hungry for change. Like, Bird, you can do this. You got this shit. And sure as shit, a little bit of whiskey.
Yeah. That's why the booze is really tough to be focused on a workout plan or losing weight.
Can't be around food.
No.
Can't be around women.
Can't be around the snack pack.
Can't be around. Booze is bad.
Yeah. No, it is. Many reasons. That kills it. It's killed many a diet, Bird. Not just yours. So there you go. We're all getting healthy, and we're picking the right time of year to do it.
I'm talking about getting healthy. Brother, I'm not healthy yet.
You ordered the treadmill, so I feel like you're making changes.
Step one. It's good.
Yep.
Step one.
Hopefully, your treadmill will not be like everybody else's treadmill, a coat hanger.
I don't think it will be. I really don't. But I think everyone says that too. We'll see how it goes. We'll see.
I just don't have the room for it. I wish I did. I'd like to set up a treadmill in front of the TV and then just be like, okay, if you're going to watch TV, you at least have to do a little walking.
Well, I have to exercise. I can feel that I need to exercise, not just for getting in shape, just mentally. It does help me. It makes me tired, and I feel like I got to go run. I want to run, but I don't want to run in this Dolphins outfit. It's very uncomfortable, and it's already chafing all of my skin. So if I do go to the gym, I'd have to wear this.
Right.
And it's just not comfortable. I'd rather just go upstairs and run.
Just run, huh?
Keep running.
Just keep on running.
Run, Forrest.
Yeah. Let me see. This is a crazy email here. Denise, listen to this. Says, hope you guys do this all week before Halloween. It was about the crazy things that kids say. She said, here's my story. My daughter spoke at a very early age. She was about 18 months old. and I was in the closet putting clothes away, and she was playing with the hangers on the bed. She took a hanger and she started putting her foot through it while she's singing her ABCs. Then all of a sudden, she stopped singing abruptly. And I look at her and she's giving me this evil look. So I run over to her and I say, "What's the matter?" Thinking that maybe she's hurt herself with the hanger. And she says, "Remember? You died me, Mama. Remember? You cut my legs. You went to jail. You died me, remember?" What does an 18-month-old know about death and jail? She wasn't even watching TV at that time. She said, "You died, not killed," which showed me that she had to figure out how to explain herself with her limited vocabulary. I just finished reading Many Lives, Many Masters by Brian Weiss, which talks about reincarnation. He also talks about how to deal with kids when they remember their past lives. I said to her that was a long time ago and Mommy did terrible things, but in this lifetime, I'm going to love you and protect you, and I won't do anything to ever hurt you.
What?
About 30 seconds later, her eyebrows relaxed and she smiled at me and she said, "Okay, Mommy." And she hugged me for like 2 minutes. She hugged me so tight she wouldn't let go. And when she finally let go, she went right back to playing with her hanger and singing her ABCs. What makes this even crazier is that I always felt that if someone ever crossed me, I could go the extra mile to harm them. I've always felt that way. And I never knew where it came from. I never acted on that feeling, but it feels deep within. Best way I can describe it, and that's not me. When I was a child, I was fascinated with the mob. In middle school, we had to do a project on if we lived in a different life, what we would have been, and I would always talk about being a gangster in the 30s. As a child, I talked about gangsters like they were my friends. Very interesting. You guys should check out the book I referenced.
Brian Weiss, I've heard of that cat. I believe he's a doctor and an author, a psychotherapist or something.
Okay. Many Lives, Many Masters.
Yeah.
That fascinates you. Check it out. And what we talked about last week when we talked about the crazy things kids had said, there were several comments that came in where it sounded like kids were remembering a past life or just what they were saying at the age they were. And these are really younger kids. I think it was like 4 and under, maybe even around the age of 3. A lot of them just like going, okay, what is that? And is it possible that when you're born, as you get older, you lose any memories? If you do believe in reincarnation, if it were a real thing, would it be like I've just crossed from one life to the next, and so those memories are fading fast, and basically by the age of 5 you don't remember anything from your previous life?
That's crazy.
If reincarnation were a thing.
How far back can you remember being a kid? I can remember about 3 years of age up. That's about the earliest I can remember. Maybe 2, but 3 seems to really stand out to me.
Yeah, and I'd say I'm probably about the same, and maybe that's interesting in the fact where that's where things cross over around that age. You start forgetting, about
your other life.
Yes, and then you start having memories of this life, and that's where your memories begin.
Super creepy.
So I can't remember if you said you didn't or you did have deja vu. Have you ever had it? Ever?
I don't know.
You never had that feeling when you all of a sudden you're walking and it hits you over the head like a ton of bricks. You just feel like you've been in that situation and it's not one of those things where, oh, I've been in this room before. It's an experience. You feel like something happened in that moment right then and there at some point in history and you were there for it. And then as quick as it comes in, it goes just like that. And I've had that several different times in my life.
I don't know if I've had that.
But I always wondered, is that reincarnation? Is that what that would feel like? The thing that bums me out about reincarnation is I want to be able to remember from the last life, especially if it was a good life. If we're having fun on this podcast right now, I want to be able to remember that in the next life.
Sure, and take the lessons you've learned.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Some people were texting in about the deja vu. I remember you brought it up last week, and they say what it is a brief synaptic misfiring that occurs in an area of the brain, creating the illusion that an event has occurred before.
But how do they know that? I mean, that's all good and all. But do they really know that's what it is?
I believe they've done like brain scans and the such. And
so yes.
I hear what you're saying. I don't want to be one of those people. Oh no! Just when it comes to those kind of things, I just feel like it's hard to really prove. It's the same thing with the near-death experience, or when someone's dying and you see all these visions. They explain that, but behind science, that it's a chemical with the brain. But do we know that for a fact?
No.
We don't know that for a fact. And I believe in science, but I also believe that sometimes science can be a little arrogant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different theories they have. Anything from something called memory mismatch that they say, where regions associated with memory conflict might be a cause for deja vu.
It feels like a spiritual experience. It's the best way I can explain it. It feels not of this. It feels different than what this moment feels like.
Weird.
It does. It's weird. If you've experienced it before.
Mm-hmm. An email here from Adriana said, hey, I am a mental health therapist. And I can say that from a psychological point of view, it is abuse to expose a young child to a haunted house and these type of places. I'm surprised that Fright Nights allowed a 5-year-old child into the haunted house. We had a call about somebody who had taken their 5-year-old into Fright Nights. Some parents treat their kids as adults. Some parents might not believe it, but kids can get PTS from this form of exposure. I see a lot of it in my field. Kids with night terrors, scared to sleep alone, and wetting the bed. At this age, a child's brain is not fully ready to process it all. Obviously, the kid is going to say that they want to go because they are kids, but as a parent, we are the one responsible to make the age-appropriate decision for our child. So her expert opinion is that you should not do it. So somebody said, yeah, I took my 5-year-old. 5-year-old loved it. Loves going back.
I mean, I know that's an expert opinion. I think it's going to be different for everybody, man. I think a lot of kids are going to be freaked out. There's some kids that can handle it.
Mm-hmm. So
I wouldn't take a chance. At 5?
I'm not an expert, though.
Are you an expert?
I can't say that fucking word. I'm dehydrated.
Aw.
Got a little cottonmouth over there.
Yeah.
Drink up, girl. Drink up.
Is that whiskey still drying you out?
A little bit, I think.
Stuff just...
It stays with you.
It does. It really does.
Suits, we went down to Champions Beer Fest.
Oh, yeah? How was that?
It was fun. They have a great party. They really do throw a great party. But I learned from going last year that they go hard and they really are. They're hospitable to a fault, where they're like, "Come over here, try this whiskey, try this, try this, try this." And I kind of had to say no because I didn't want to mix a bunch of whiskey with a bunch of beer, with a bunch of wine, with a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
So I
Gets away from you.
It does. I stuck to beer. Poor Suits did not.
Oh.
Was he doing the suit sway?
He went into the whiskey a little bit. He went into a few things, and he said he got sick.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? Did he like barf on the train? Because you guys are going to take Brightline. So what happened with the Brightline ride?
Freaking trick-or-treat train. Did you know about this? There's a trick-or-treat train on Saturday.
That sounds amazing.
So it sold out the Brightline. The trip that we wanted to go down on, coincidentally, was the trick-or-treat train. So we had to hightail it over to the Tri-Rail and take that instead. Not as glamorous.
Yeah, I saw your little Instagram story. You smuggled a beer on there?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's hardcore, dog. She's a witch.
How long did it take you to get from West Palm? Was that down to, do they have a station in Pembroke Pines, or where'd you get off on that?
we got off, I think it was like Hollywood or something. And
Okay. Yeah, they got that big tri-rail station there.
It took forever because there was also track construction going on and track switching. It was like an hour 30.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
It was.
That's like the double the time.
I know. The price was right, but I mean, you get what you pay for. As soon as we walked up at noon, we saw a hammered guy do a header and catch his fall with his face.
That's such a tough thing to watch.
At the train station.
That's what I saw, that one guy fall out of his townhouse into the street, and so much blood, it really shakes you.
I mean, there's nothing I can do at that point. Like, I can't run over there. I can't. Like, I just can't.
So Suits saw that guy and said, I want to be him. That inspired him, huh?
I don't know if that was the plan. Suits and this chick that picked us up. So we did have a car pick us up, thank goodness. The Beer Fest sent a car to the Tri-Rail. So this, Suits loves cruises.
Yeah.
And the girl that picked us up works for the cruise line, and they were talking cruises, and they were just connecting on a cruise level, and I was like, okay, to watch Suits in action, talking about cruises and really volleying like he is a suit at Carnival.
They did it for you, huh?
I mean, I was very impressed.
I don't think Virginia expected just how in-depth we were going to get on that conversation.
He knew all about the itineraries. She works there and she books cruises every day for a living. That's her job. Suits knew more than she did about certain cruises and when they leave and how long they are and where they dock and what are amenities and which boat. And I'm like, Suits, oh my gosh.
So you brought a date to this thing?
No, she picked us up from the train station. She worked for Carnival.
I just said that.
I thought you, look, you said a lot. There was a lot. In fact, you didn't shut the fuck
You don't
up.
expect me to listen to everything you just said?
15 minutes, you just kept
come
going
on.
and going.
I'll actually shut the fuck up and leave because I got to go to the Bahamas. I mean, I will leave right this second.
No, I thought there was two girls there. I thought you had brought one.
One girl.
Got you. All right. Sorry.
But, we just kind of clicked because she knew cruises so well. I'm like, this is great. Everyone down there, because it's all Carnival Cruise Line, it was amazing. Everybody I talked to, it was like I could just volley off of them with cruise stuff. They couldn't believe it.
Would that be awesome for you to date somebody that knew as much, or would that be annoying?
No, I love talking cruises. Virginia saw it.
I mean, the boy was in his element. He was so happy. He was beaming.
Okay, could you have a serious relationship with somebody that hated cruises? It's like, I'm never going on a cruise.
I don't think I could because I work
Really?
for my vacations.
He
I love
loves
going,
it.
and I've always wanted the idea of just being able to go with somebody I'm romantically involved with. I just haven't had the chance, to be on a ship and enjoy that trip and just have that fun.
Fall in love.
You're breaking my fucking heart, Suits.
Well, it just hasn't worked out. It's going to
Suits.
happen.
The motion of the ocean one day will rock your boats.
But I mean, look, I've been on 14 cruises. I mean, that is what I love doing.
Yeah.
I save up for cruises. No matter what I make in my life, there has to be a part of it that goes to cruises. I will live beneath my means to take cruises.
Yeah.
A little cruise sex.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
Other than just doing it with your hand, yeah.
Over or under 50 of how many times you've jerked off on a boat.
I mean, I didn't keep
Don't
track.
you usually travel with your mom?
No, well, no.
Same room.
Different cabins here.
Don't
I
make
mean,
this
there's
weird.
nobody in the cabin, and there's not that much of it because it is a little weird.
Well,
He's
them
always
rooms are
leaving
small.
dinner early.
Hey, Mom, I gotta go do something. I'll be back in 20.
Hey, sometimes the mood strikes.
I get it, man.
Yeah.
I'd be jerking off on the. I get
I
it.
mean, 7-night cruise.
Lido deck.
I tried to do it there. But no, cruising's a big deal to me. I like having people who want to go and be on board. Try to get away from that part of the conversation as much as possible.
My sister was at the Saints game yesterday in Chicago, and she said they kept firing off. And she's like, "Oh my God, there's just all I keep
So much
thinking about
cum.
is Suits coming."
When we do cocktails at karaoke, you should introduce. All right, we got Suits coming over to the stage.
Anytime I go to a club, that's all I can think about now is coming.
That's so good.
Wait, what did you just
Well, they
say?
play that air horn so much. Like every time I hear it, I'm like, it's a cum sound to me now.
Did you say every time I go to a club?
Anytime they play that air horn, I'm like, Kevin ruined that for me.
Never walk into a club with Suits.
No, 'cause
You should always walk behind him.
There it goes.
Beautiful.
There it goes again. Yeah, I saw your sister's post. She went to that Portillo's.
Yes.
Or Portillo's, whatever it is. But yeah, there's a place I was talking about when I went to Chicago there last summer.
They had that roast beef.
That I was telling you about.
Yes.
Yes, they dip it. It's all wet. You can get it wet, whatever it
Yes.
is. And oh, man, it's so good.
She went to a lot of great restaurants.
Yeah.
She did a lot of good food.
They have great food there. It's a good little town.
Great eating town.
Yep. So, good times.
Yeah.
Got somebody else that was doing a little trip. In fact, went to your neck of the woods. Andrew said, yeah, went through, was exploring New Orleans. And next time you're in NOLA, you got to check out Meal Brewery, MEIL Brewery. Just opened late last year, and it was my favorite of the trip.
Okay.
So there you go, something to tell your sister about, Virginia.
It must be new.
I said I also went through Memphis and Nashville. Those are some good, fun towns. And then found myself back in Ohio to visit family. And I was cruising through the nicely repaved Route 33, and I was seeing signs exit here for Logan. And right about that time, I got to the point of the podcast as I was listening to it where Kev was talking about the kids in Logan that killed a woman with the log. So I decided to keep on going.
But they've got the best pizza in Ohio,
Pizza Crossing, yep.
According to, what was the place that?
USA Today.
I mean, that's big.
That
They're
is
doing.
big.
Yeah, that's legit.
I think
honor.
about that stat a lot. How they won that. I think
Yeah.
about Logan Pizza, the Pizza Crossing.
Pizza Crossing,
I got to
yeah.
get some.
Yeah, maybe one of these days we'll be able to go up there. I've already scouted out a great place to stay. I think I showed you the photos. They took those storage containers. They're doing that a lot now. In fact, I think there's a bar in Miami that's done that. They had a house, and they took a couple of those storage containers and made a nice house. It had a really cool deck, and it had a hot tub on it. I'm like, that would be a great party house.
If I called Pizza Crossing and said, look, I'm just a South Florida boy with South Florida dreams, what's the chance for me to get one of these pizza pies down here? Could they make that happen?
I don't know. They might. I know like with Chicago, they'll take them, they'll freeze them, and you just put them in the oven. They might do that for you.
I know. I just found all of our little coupons or certificates from our agent about all the Chicago pizzas I want to.
Yeah.
Do you think if it was from 3 years ago, do you think it's still good?
Yeah.
All right.
I do, actually.
Give it a shot. So there you go. He did say the leaves were beautiful up there. And yeah, it's a good time year to go up there to Hockin Hills.
It's really amazing. Everybody else but us is getting seasons.
I know.
Yeah.
We are not, but everybody else is like, my sister had on a jacket last night at the game.
I tell you, back in the day, October would get cool in South Florida. When I was a little kid,
when I first moved here, it used to get cool. 20 years ago, I can remember wearing jackets a lot.
November, we would have cold Christmases. I remember one Christmas we had icicles on the roof and on the trees. It got that cold here.
It's crazy to think about it.
That's kind of what's going on. It's a different little deal. I got an email here from Jessie. She said, if you like podcasts about Americana, just started listening to Dolly Parton's America. Just thought I would share.
She's got one of the top-rated podcasts in the game right now.
Does she really?
Yeah, if you go look, she's like in the top 5.
She's fascinating, very, very talented. In fact, very underrated. Dolly Parton is a great songwriter.
I agree, and she's adorable, and I think she's kind of a little scandalous on the DL.
I think she is too.
I think that she does what she wants, and she's got like a kept man who just like stays and waits for her.
Really?
She frolics, and probably not as much as she did back when she was younger, but I think Dolly does what Dolly wants.
I don't know if you've ever seen the movie 9 to 5 back in the day. It's an old movie.
Great movie.
It's really a very, very funny movie.
Yeah,
it holds
9 to
up.
5. I have to go watch it. I haven't seen it.
You'll never watch it.
Oh,
I wish you would, though.
One of these days, yeah.
Okay. 9 to 5. I'd be very anxious to see if you'd. I don't know if you'd like it, though. It's
Really?
old as fuck.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just the way it looks, it's going to turn you off.
Okay. Podcast that I got into here recently. It's if you like history, but it is hardcore. But the guy is fascinating. His name's Dan Carlin. It's called Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, and it's crazy. The guy's really good. You can tell he loves what he does and knows a lot.
I just started watching, I think it's from 2018 on Netflix. It's a Vietnam documentary. I think it's about 8 or 9 of them, and they're about an hour long, and it goes through everything of Vietnam. There's new photography. There's new footage. It's all in color. It's really, really good.
That does sound
Virginia,
pretty
you
cool.
probably just don't fall asleep.
I just fell asleep just now.
Damn.
Just put me out.
Dick. I was going to say, don't fall asleep with it on because you'll wake up to all this crazy shit.
Oh no, that
But
is
it's-
not my flavor.
If you like history, I highly
Yeah.
recommend it. The Vietnam
Okay.
War, done in like 9 or 10 episodes.
Okay. Yeah. Love all that kind of stuff.
That's how you know you're getting old. You love war documentary.
War specials.
War documentary.
Are you going to be mad if I have to go right now?
Oh,
I mean, I
no.
literally have to go.
Please don't leave. No.
The boat is leaving, and they said they will have to leave me because
Oh, geez.
they want to get back tonight, and they don't want to cross in the dark.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Virginia's got to leave. Say it isn't so. Okay? Say it ain't so.
He don't care.
What kind of pants are you wearing? Mom shorts?
I am.
They look weird on you.
I know. I never wear shorts.
Have you seen these shorts on Virginia?
I look so weird in shorts. I just look bizarre.
But no, you don't look weird in shorts.
She does, yeah.
You look
you're fine.
I always wear a dress. I never wear shorts.
Are those shorts? They look like pants.
They're so tight on my privates. I don't like it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I like everything to be free.
I'm with you.
Let it hang right out there. Let it breathe.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to do that. Trey Smith from Orlando said, hey, what are you guys doing for Halloween? Are you going to be dressing up this time? My fiance and I came down from Orlando to see the premiere of the KVJ show movie last Halloween. It was super fun, but we were the only ones dressed up.
We remember them, and they were very kind and very nice. They were awesome.
Because even Jaybird was in plain clothes, kind of embarrassing.
No, I remember. You guys rocked. That was awesome. Be different.
We're hoping to visit West Palm to do a KVJ show Halloween again this year. I'm certain I won't be able to get my fiance to dress up this year, but we'd love to celebrate with you guys. So there you go. Some good stuff.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm not sure. I think I'm going to be a cheerleader, and I think are you doing anything for Halloween? I don't think we answered them.
I'm not. I don't have any plans right now. It's just a lot of stuff that I just don't. Probably not. Yeah, to have time to run out and get a costume, and I'm already booked for the week. It's not going to work out. Let me see about the Dolphins cheerleader. Got this email said, hey, I wanted to ask the process of making a best of and what it's like and who chooses the segments. I want to request 2 segments. The day Panda finds out that Virginia's pregnant, Jaybird's mom bits, and Ann's funniest bits. I love you guys, and the Dolphins suck week 15, but might be the only chance, Jaybird, you're going to get a win. They're screwed. Yeah, I think already have them as podcasts, but we've been talking about trying to put them in a way that they're organized so you can find like some highlighted kind of stuff and check those out. So we'll definitely try to do that. So anyway, you can do that.
People want an update on my dog Chewy. I never mentioned anything today.
Yeah,
he's got some stomach medicine in him. He seems to have a lot more energy today, but his stomach still is not good. But he is doing better. So thank you for everyone who's asked.
Okay.
He's still struggling with his tummy, but energy-wise, he seems to be happy.
You know what somebody threw out there? They said...
I know what this is.
Yeah.
The ghost.
The ghost.
Yeah,
it's the ghost making Chewy sick.
I've talked to Vicky. She does not believe that. I don't believe that either.
Yeah.
I've had these problems with him before in the past.
Yeah.
And he has medical issues that the vet has already addressed. So,
any update on when we might be able to see the video?
Yeah, I'm afraid to talk about it because I think we're going to be able to get it in the next day.
Okay.
But again, I don't want to cock tease the audience and say, oh, we're going to have it, and then
and then nothing.
Yeah, because behind the scenes, it's a bit of a tricky situation, and I don't want to be disrespectful to the people involved. So I want the video for the people. I'm pushing for it.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll have it by Wednesday.
Okay.
That's the goal.
We will have it by Halloween, though, right? 10 days away.
We should.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Okay. No, we'll see.
Some of it is out of my control, unfortunately.
Okay. I got you. All right, well, there is your update on that. Let me see. We got some ideas for the podcast. Yeah, somebody wanted all the stoner stories. Yeah, are we still releasing? We were doing that, I think. Hopefully we still are. Doing a story from a stoner. Comes out every single Thursday.
I believe we were.
Yes.
If Denny's isn't putting it up there, I will get on his ass.
You're going to get on him,
like flies on a rib roast.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, every single Thursday we release another story from a stoner on the KVJ Show podcast channel you can see. So if you're not doing that already, follow along. So there you go. Listen to the podcasts that are out there. A couple podcast suggestions from one of our Spanish listeners. He listens to KVJ. That's nice to see. He's got his top 5. He does the Dan Carlin I was talking about. Hardcore History is the name of it, if I didn't say that. Joe Rogan, which is one of the biggest podcasts out there, and What Really Happened. Okay. There's another podcast that he checks out. So, yeah, podcasts are fun.
They are.
We find good ones, yeah.
I think people like long form of entertainment. I know I do.
Yeah.
So if I like it, I can't be the only one that likes long form entertainment.
Yeah.
I get annoyed with the Dr. Phil clips because they're too fucking short. I need some girth, baby.
Yeah, no, people do. The Dan Carlin, his podcast, I think the one I'm on right now, like some of them are 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
He just kind of goes on and amazing.
Our snack pack one, I didn't realize. We went 2 hours on Friday night.
Did you realize?
2 hours.
A couple of them Jamesons and who knows?
It got messy.
Yeah. They kind of get away from you, don't they?
Yeah, I'd like to get you over there.
I know. It'd be fun. You got a great setup.
Anytime you want to come over, we'll turn it on. We'll just get weird with it.
Just get going.
Zero prep, even if you want.
Oh, that's now you're talking my language.
Zero
that's what
prep.
I like. Just get on. Just get going, baby. All right, that's it for our Monday. Back tomorrow. Thank you all for locking in. Go check out that podcast. If you're right now listening like on YouTube, you can get this too, the audio version, if that's ever easier for you. Just go look for the KVJ show on those podcast apps. Purple one's on the iPhone. You can also download Podcast One for free and also Google Play. You got an Android. All right, y'all have a good day. Later.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.